The flickering flames danced, casting long, grotesque shadows that writhed across the walls. Tonight, the air was thick with the scent of smoke, a familiar, yet terrifying aroma. I remember the first time I heard the whispers, the hushed tones discussing the Firestarters. They were a phantom, a rumor until they weren't. It began subtly, a warehouse fire downtown, chalked up to faulty wiring. Then, a smaller blaze in an abandoned building, attributed to vagrants. But the unsettling pattern started to emerge. Each fire was meticulously planned, each blaze, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and a growing sense of dread. Were these acts of accidental misfortune, or something far more sinister? The investigators, seasoned veterans of countless arson cases, started to notice the anomalies. The accelerants used were sophisticated, the ignition points carefully chosen to maximize damage. There was a precision, a cold calculation behind the infernos that sent shivers down my spine. This wasn't just about destroying property, it felt personal. Then came the whispers of profit, insurance fraud, a way for unscrupulous individuals to cash in on misfortune. Businesses failing, desperate owners looking for a way out. The Firestarters, it was said, offered a service, a fiery escape. But the motives soon twisted. Revenge, a scorned lover, a bitter business rival, a community fractured by old grudges. The flames became a weapon, a means of settling scores, leaving behind a wake of destruction and despair. The targets became more brazen, more personal. I remember the night the house on Elm Street went up. The screams, the sirens, the faces illuminated by the orange glow. Inside, a family's lives were reduced to ashes. The Firestarters had claimed another victim, their motives hidden in the smoke and debris. The hunt began in earnest. Detectives worked tirelessly, piecing together fragments of evidence. Witness statements were unreliable, often clouded by fear and trauma. The Firestarters were ghosts, leaving no trace, their identities shrouded in secrecy. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. The fear grew, consuming the community. Every flickering light, every smell of smoke, triggered a wave of panic. We were living in a state of constant alert, haunted by the specter of the next fire. Then, a breakthrough. A witness, terrified but resolute, came forward. A name, a face, a connection. The investigation surged forward, closing in on the shadows. The arrest came swiftly. The alleged Firestarter, a nondescript man with cold eyes and a chillingly calm demeanor. In his possession, a trove of evidence, blueprints, accelerants, and a meticulous log of his fiery deeds. But as the case unfolded, a disturbing truth emerged. He wasn't working alone. There were others, hidden in the shadows, perpetuating the cycle of destruction. The hunt continued, the fear lingering, the flames still threatening to engulf us all. And I knew, deep down, that the Firestarters were still out there, waiting in the darkness, ready to strike again.